Guys, what is going on? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Clubs. Today, that is indeed right, we are jumping into the rabbit hole, the abyss, the whatever you want to call it, the back alley, known as club events. I'm going to give myself maybe around 30 minutes. We'll see how long this goes for, and see how much cash I can make. Right now, I'm at 11 mil, 540k. I would say if everything goes well, and if I can continuously snipe events, then I could probably make 11 mil, 600k. I could make like 60k in half an hour. But that's if all the events are dying. If not, then, you know, that's going to be a lot of waiting time. And obviously, this isn't going to be a half an hour long video because I'm going to be cutting out the parts where I'm just staring at the points going down. But why I decided to make a video on clubs is because I feel like clubs does deserve a little bit of a shout out, because recently the club requirements, like straight up, have been actually impressive. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, clubs was in a really bad spot. Literally, because in my Discord server, I list down every club rec and track set that we get every day. And I think 2 weeks ago, out of 7 days, 6 of them were either rare or French or front wheel drive. Actually, in fact, it was French, I think 6 out of the 7 days, front wheel drive 5 out of the 7 days, roadless taken 5 out of 7 days. And I was like, I went out to Dimitri and I was like, yo, bro, like, clubs is supposed to be about variation, and I see no variety. And since then, they've been pretty good. So let me show you actually, because I do track everything in my Discord server here. So today we have 5 times Porsche, which is something we get, I would say, once every 6 months. 5-time petrol, which is amazing because 5-time petrol cars is basically open recs. 5-time commons, 2-time US, and of course we have Storm Chaser, Roadless Taken, Speed of Light. Obviously, I track all these down. Me and Sleepy Thomas as well, who helps me out with these from time to time. So this is just an easy way for me and the guys in my server to really understand clubs on a really like pedestrian level, because you know, from this you can just be like, oh, Storm Chaser today is 5 wet asphalt, 1 hybrid, 4 twisty wet. Roll Taken is like 1 high ground clearance off road, 1 hybrid off road, 1 twisty off road, 1 fast dry, 1 twisty dry, if you know what I mean. And then yesterday was so good. Yesterday was times 5 ultras, times 5 UK, times 5 saloon. I love it when clubs recs are just like that. It's just times 5 something. It's not like times 3 this, times 2 that, or whatever. Like, this was amazing. Day before was great as well. It was times 5 ultra rare, times 2 Japanese cars. Now see, that isn't as good as times 5 times 5 times 5, but still, you know, a lot of people have ultra rares, times 2 German cars, and then of course open recs. Open recs is the best. And then of course the day before, on the 7th of December, so 4 days ago, was American Dream. Now that was big for me because I love American Dream, but not big for a lot of other people. Then we had French Renaissance. But yeah, like I said, a couple weeks ago, it was pretty bad. A couple weeks ago, it was like just everything French, and it wasn't even fun. Like, I'm not even saying this because I hate French cars, because I do fine in French events, to be honest with you. Like, I have like all the maxi turbos, and I have the Bugatti Chiron Sport. It's just that it's just not fun. And when it comes to French cars in the game, there's barely any variety. I'm still waiting to see the day where we get like times 5 GE or times 5 Aston Martin in clubs. I've mentioned this to Robin, I've mentioned this to Dimitri, but they haven't done anything about it, and it's just really, really sad. Anyway, road less taken today. So what we need to do first, since I have everything memorized, that you're going to be the fast, and we need a twisty. So you're going to be the twisty. And then we need a high ground clearance because there's 1 motocross track, and we need 2 standard, so I'm just going to run 2 Rover 200s, which is a Blossom Choice car. Hopefully we can get 5 races in this, because I know this event is really close to being over. I'm just happy at this point that we even entered it. So let's just put our cars in here. So you in for the fast, you in for the twisty. Very simple. Clubs, I know a lot of people might find it boring, and that thing I can't really help you, because if you find earning cash boring, then that's at that point, yeah, I can't help you. But like, some other people, they find clubs tedious. What I can tell you is that if you get these memorizations down, if you know what the club recs are, if you just memorize what the club recs are, it just makes the whole experience a lot easier and a lot less tedious. You can trust me on that. I am not joining that. That is cursed. I mean, I've tried joining events like that where I've thrown just to see if I can just get the event over. It never works that way. So let's see what else I can do. We got 1 that was dying, but I don't think anything else here is dying. Yeah, nothing else here is dying, which is kind of sad. So we'll do Porsche times 5. I know these are Monte Carlo track sets. 3 vanilla drags minimum, 62 average. So what I usually do to get more races out of this is, first of all, I go in with my C team, then I slowly move on to my B team, and then I finally end with my A team. So I'm gonna go with my C team first and just see how well this stands up, right? So I'm going with 5 martinis. I can put in a 968 turbo actually. That would boost things up just a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, the C team, at least for the first maybe 5 races or so, is gonna be okay. Like I can probably win. But then, you know, obviously after winning like 5 races, then you're gonna be up in the leaderboard, up in the top. That's when you need to switch to your B team or your A team so you can, you know, stay afloat. The only problem with this strategy is that, you know, if you join with your C team and you go to the top, and although you may switch to your A team, there might be some track sets where your ghost hand is still your C team. So if people in the top see that, they can hit you and then you will get losses, and that's the only downside to this tactic. But that's something I've yet to really like find a solution for, which is kind of sad. But yeah, let's see how long we can strive for this. How many people are in Legacy right now? It's oh, they're all really bad. In fact, I could probably just run 5 turbo martinis and it'll be fine. We're already racing hutch bots, which is not a good sign. Because if we're racing hutch bots, it means that everyone in Legacy is so far below and no one is like, I guess, contesting the top spots, that the game kind of just matches you with hutch bots. Because at this point, Legacy is just so far away from your range, it's like they don't even matter, which is kind of sad. Legacy, that's pretty sad. You guys are known for getting second place all the time, but it looks like you're not. Well, actually, you are going to get second in this if you lose because it's a 1v1. But yeah, let's continue. I'm just going to run like all martinis at this point. This one's a little hard. Actually, it's not that bad. Oh, where's my 996 martini? Am I not using my 996 martini? I'm not, am I? The 996 martini hits 4.10 to 60 if I remember correctly, and I didn't see a 4.1 in that hand. So I think the only martini that I'm not using is the one that I should be using, which is weird. 4-3, 4-3, 4-2, 4-3, 4-3. No, I am using it. Which one is it? Are you the 996? I thought you hit 4-1, bro. Okay, so I am using it. That's cool. Okay, but yeah, like I said, you know, Porsche requirements in clubs, they come twice a year, once every 6 months, and this is the only time I really get to use my martinis. I'm not even joking. Like, this is the first time I've actually gotten to use in my martinis. The only other time where I use 5 max martinis is when I'm racing. I mean, essentially that's what I'm doing now, racing hutch bots in empty club events where nobody else can join, and you're automatically just tied with hutch bots. But you know, yeah, you win some, you lose some. But yeah, what am I even talking about? We're not losing any here. What I need to do though, as a more experienced club player, is I need to keep track to the amount of players in Legacy side, because obviously in events like this, when they're about to end, a lot of Legacy players will come in and join, and you know, because you know they want to snipe. And those players would usually have good hands, so I need to remember that right now it's 4, but when the counter goes to, I don't know, 1,200, 1,100, it might, you know, that counter from 4 players might go up to 20, 25, so once I see those numbers go up, I need to change to my A team ASAP. But the goal here is probably do 10 races with the C team, which is the martinis, and then I can just do 5 races with my A team, and that's 15 races. That's goal participation right off the bat. That would be pretty nice. But that said, I'm going to fast forward because I don't think you guys want to see me just run martinis over and over and over and over. So let's fast forward. Okay, boom, you see that? So now we're at 1,500, and now we have 5 players, and that number is just gonna go up and up and up and up and up because people are realizing, oh, this event is dying, let's go make some quick cash out of it, which also means I need to run my A team. And at this point, I just realized how low the RQ limit actually is, so I don't even know what my A team is going to be. It's kind of scary. So I don't know, 71 and 71, I can run maybe RSR and a 66. That's 69, very nice. This is 8 races. I'm probably gonna go with this. Not gonna lie, the 5 Turbo Martinis wasn't a bad squad in the end. This would beat the 5 Turbo Martinis, yeah, but like the Martini squad actually isn't that bad. Probably gonna get gold and MVP, which is 10,000. So 10,000, I'll take that. I like winning the 5 digits, but of course I usually try and go and win for the 4 digits. Usually 7,600 is the way to go. But as you can see, it's up to 10. So 6 other people joined, and that's gonna continue and continue and continue. Gonna refresh and refresh. So let's just continue. Still, the legacy players that are joining, they're not as good as I thought they were going to be. These are all really, really, really horrendous hands. Like, god damn. I feel like a lot of people is using that 911 2.7. 911S 2.7, sorry, I forgot the S. It's a decent car for sure, but not for speed of light. I use it a lot because there's Storm Chaser, and that's ×5 rain. But this isn't Storm Chaser now, is it? Anyway, we do get cash. This is not from the one right now. This is from the other one that we did before. It was the one race wonder. So that's 3,800. And then this one's going to end, and that's going to get us 10K. So in this, I think like 10,200 even. So 14,000 so far, which is not bad. That's like half a ceramic pack. You see what I mean? This was the event where I was like, I know if I joined and I tried to throw it, it wouldn't change anything. And as you can see, this thing's going to go down to 0 now, and this event's going to take forever. So that's a rip. This one is new. That's annoying because this cuts off me joining any of these events over here. And I think this is the one that I'm in. No, that's not even the one that I'm in. Oh, this would have been a nice one to join. 410 speed of light. But yeah, now it's time to look for the next one to join. And as you can see, I guess I chose the wrong time to record this episode because, bro, none of these events are dying. This one isn't even moving. This one isn't even moving. That's 10,000, 10,000. That's 5,000, so that's pretty far away. That's 3,300, 7,700, 8,800. I think my event just ended as well. So the next best scenario here is just to join this. 3,000 is probably like maybe 10, 15 minutes, or 15, maybe more like 15, 20 minutes for it to run out. It's speed of light again, so it's the same track set. It's just Monaco track sets, all low, 3 drags, but the rest are all fast. So running 2 of the Monte Carlo SS's, and then I'm going to go with, because I know that there are test bowls, so I'm going to go Alfa Romeo and Opel GT. Ooh, RQ14. Okay, what am I going to run here? Maybe the Elite? Possibly the Elite. I don't know how I feel about running the SZ. The SC is going to be amazing for the test bowl, but it's not going to be amazing for the 1 mile. For the 1 mile, if I really wanted a car that wouldn't let me down, so it's just a question of, am I going to get the 1 mile more or the test bowl more? It's the same RQ. The Mercedes-Benz 500 is just the best car for the 1 mile. I raced against that Mercedes with my Fuego Turbo, and it lost by 0.08, I believe. So that's not the best option. So 14, is this my best 14? 8, 9, 7, 9. There is 8, 6, 7, 6 with the MK1 Cortina, but I think this is what I'm going to be using. We do get the 1 mile. So basically you want to run that, I want to run the Alpha for the test bowl, but I want to run this Mercedes for the 1 mile. So hopefully 1 miles are more common than the test bowl. So that's just down to chance at this point. So let's see. I love how like in ×5 common events, the Hutchbots actually have a slight advantage because they get to run an uncommon in a ×5 common event. Like, so that's the only time they get an advantage because they get to run a common, uncommon in a common event. And it could genuinely be soon. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe I have crazy lady vibes because I lost all my sense of I guess I lost all my common sense by the boss's text saying that the dream is over. Maybe I am crazy. I don't know, but It's better to be safe than sorry. So I've been maxing out a crap ton of American rides. Like, I know what you might be thinking, like, Blossom, you specialize in American cars. Wouldn't you have a lot of these cars maxed out already? There you go, 10,600. So we basically made 20K this episode in a short time span of about, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. So that's actually not bad because we got 3,800 in the first, 10,600 in the second, and now we're going to get probably 7,600 from this. So that's going to be pretty nice. But that has like maybe 10 more minutes to running out. But basically what I've been doing with my money, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you should, because that's when you know what I've been using with my Top Drives cash. But that's why it's been going up very slowly as well. But if I go into country and I go into USA and I go into fully upgraded, which is, where is the fully upgraded actually? I know, this is muscle memory on my phone. Oh, here it is. I've done so many projects. Like this, I maxed out today. So I think one maxed out super rare is I think 40K. But it's technically 60K because you have to use like 65K because you have to use 15 rares. And usually I sell rares and I can sell 15 rares for 15K. So it's about 60K to max out a super rare. And it's also about 60K to max out an ultra. This is why I absolutely hate maxing out super rares because they're so expensive. It's just not worth it. But like I said, you know, I want to be prepared for the next update, which I think is American. So I'm getting all these American cars that I usually don't have maxed. So I got the CTS max, the Silverado was maxed. I got the Acadia maxed. What else is new here? All these I maxed out in the past. Oh, LTX I maxed out today. This one I finished in the morning. The CTS I finished in the evening. And I think next I'm going to start another American super rare. I'm not done yet. I maxed out 7 in like 2 days. What else is new? I maxed out the Z28. That's maxed. Ram Chargers maxed. Maxed out another ELR. That's maxed. Yeah, the Camaro. I already talked about the Camaro. And is there anything else? Or was it already 7? That might have already been 7. Yeah, and then of course ultra rares is the same story, right? So I just filter this and that and that. And as you can see, I'm currently working. Okay, well, I finished the Crossfire, that's maxed. The Challenger GT, that's maxed. This one's the one I always had. This is the new one, which is a dry spec for clubs. And the one that I'm currently working on is the, where is it? Where are you? It's RQ56, isn't it? Or is it 58? I can't find it. Why is it? Oh, because I filtered fully upgraded. This car isn't fully upgraded yet because it's like my current project. So if I go into, where is it? It's status. It's status. Yeah, status fuse completed. I'm finally working on my 300 SRT8. I got this car a really long time ago, like 310 days ago. If you remember, this was the car that we got for Year of the Rat. But for some reason, I never wanted to max it. I just thought it was a useless. It's a pretty bad car, not gonna lie, with some pretty bad stats. But I was like, once again, might as well. It's American. I don't have it maxed, so I might as well finish the project. But as you can see, I got quite a bit to go. It's 7K. I have about 27K to spend on this car alone, because it's 7K to buy these 3, and then get that upgrade going, and then it's 20K to finish off engine, weight, and chassis. So yeah, 27K to spend. I'm not gonna spend it now because my goal for today is to get 11,600,000 so I can get some profit today. I've been making about 100K profit a day, and all the other cash that I've been making, I've been going into upgrades. So my goal is to get 11,600,000. Once I get that, that's gonna be like my new zero for the day, and then I'll make 27K on top of that, and then put it into my 300 SRT8. So that's the plan. But anyway, that's going to be another episode of Clubs. That's Blossom playing Clubs. Nothing too, I don't know, exciting today, I guess, with the club events. Usually when I join, I usually have some kind of rival, someone I like to target, someone I like to beat the hell out of. But today, as you can see, Legacy's been kind of quiet. So, we chilling. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned a thing or two about saving, or you know, allocating where your cash goes, money management, finance management, from clubs, from Top Drives. Why am I putting these two things together? You're better off in college. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and Blossom out. Peace.